Turkey blocks passage of British minehunter ships destined for Ukraine. Kyiv Independent. 2 British minehunter ships destined for Ukraine will not be able to travel through Turkish waters. President Erdogan's Directorate of Communications announced on Jan. 2, citing an international pact. Below are your comments. Erdogan has rarely been helpful in any NATO action or international action. This is just another example of why Turkey should not be in NATO or the EU. Neither the UK nor the Netherlands are at war with Russia, so the international pact does not apply. They are, however, part of NATO, which theoretically Turkey is also part of. Turkey allowed Russian sub Rostov-on-Don to transit into the Black Sea on February 14, 22, and then on 1 March 22 they allowed a troop landing ship, ORSK, to pass through. Why exactly is Turkey still in NATO? It doesn't make sense to me. I think the US needs to readdress the fighter jet deal that we made with Turkey last year. You don't allow Russia the opportunity to mine the seas and then tell your fellow NATO members that they cannot use minesweepers to remove them. Next news. Special Operations Forces show how HIMARS hits Russian newest radar station. Ukrainska Pravda. Fighters of the Special Operations Forces of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, together with the 140th Separate Mechanized Brigade of the Defense Forces of Ukraine, have used HIMARS to attack the most advanced Russian Yastreb AV radar system. Below are your comments. Well done. Deny them of assets they can't replace. Impressive, but Ukraine must also stockpile insurgency-type weapons, for use in every Russian town and city should it become apparent that they will lose the war. No Russian should ever feel safe again. The one thing this war has taught us is that the military equipment in the West is far superior than Russia's. They should have gotten closer. I want to see what more than 100k ball bearings left that truck looking like. And the Russians continue to get their asses kicked all over Ukraine. Meanwhile, Russia just spent $620 million to bleep 4 civilians and wound 100 more in Ukraine. Then they turn around and wonder why they're losing the war to the Ukrainians. Next news. Top Ukrainian general has a warning about this Russian weapon. CNN. Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine General Valery Zaluzhny describes how the Count R.Y. fended off Russian missile attacks. CNN international diplomatic editor Nick Robertson has more on the latest in the Ukraine-Russia conflict. ICT. Below are your comments. Hiding air defenses between apartment buildings is a war crime. Negotiate peace while you still can. No more innocent civilians need to get hurt. America EU, they're not coming to help anymore. You cannot defeat a superpower. Lol, they did not bleep down all 10 Kinzhal missiles. The Ukrainian propaganda machine is working OV. time on their science fiction. The witness said it was a direct hit. I trust the eyewitnesses. Watch the video. There is no reason in the world that countries as progressed as Ukraine and Russia should be at war. We are collectively as a species better than that. War stinks. Lots of people dead, and for what exactly? A little more dirt? Next news. Russia and Ukraine exchange hundreds of prisoners of war in deal brokered by UAE. Associated Press. Russia and Ukraine on Wednesday exchanged hundreds of prisoners of war under a deal sponsored by the United Arab Emirates. Ukrainian authorities said that 230 Ukrainian prisoners of war returned home. Russia's defense ministry said that 248 Russian servicemen have been freed from Ukrainian captivity. Below are your comments. It's about time ordinary Russians suffer the war. Strike anything and everything in Russia. Time to go after Moscow and St. Pete. Sounds fair for Ukraine to disrupt life in Russia. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Bomb the Russians and make them suffer as much as Ukrainians. They deserve it. Ukraine, strike in Moscow. Get closer to the Kremlin. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you like it, please thumbs up.